Good morning, guys. I have a ton of groceries here. This isn't everything. I've already put away most stuff, but I pulled out a couple things because we are doing a meal prep together this week. I am currently bulking, as you guys probably know. Hold on, a quick detour. Duke is hungry. Are you hungry? Yeah. Okay. Meal preps are tricky because Nash doesn't eat everything I eat. Him and I do eat the same dinners, which helps a lot. So we just have to have separate lunches, separate breakfasts, which is fine. So I'm just gonna take you through what I would normally prep for myself. I used to go hard with meal prep and find a different recipe every single week and do something fun, which I still do. However, if you all know, the cost of living has become excruciating. And not only is it a lot of time to meal prep that way, but it's also a ton of money to meal prep that way. So, right, Bubba's? My plan is, for breakfast, I'm keeping it nice and simple. I picked up some smoked turkey and chicken sausages from Costco. I have not tried these. I really hope they're good. And then I'm gonna do this with, my new obsession is an everything bagel toasted with salami. I can eat really high fat right now, and salami is my favorite childhood snack. And it's also really high fat, so I always stayed away from it in my cut. And now that I'm bulking, I eat this shit like it's going out of style. So that's breakfast. And then for lunch, I'm gonna do chicken tacos. So I picked up some mini wraps. I'm gonna do 3 tacos. And then I'm gonna do coleslaw with like a lime dressing and shrimp. So that is like a really good, easy but tasty snack or lunch. And then dinner, I already actually prepped it last night, which kind of sucks, but it's pretty straightforward. It's just sloppy joes. You can use the pack seasoning or you can just make it homemade. Last night I made it homemade because I forgot to pick up the pack seasoning. So it's literally just like ketchup, mustard, chili powder, a shit ton of chili powder to take away that ketchup flavor, Worcestershire, spices. I can't remember if there's anything else, but that's really it. It's super easy to just make homemade because this stuff comes, I'm pretty sure, with sugar and everything in it. Yeah, sugar. So not that that's bad, but those are ingredients that you wouldn't be adding. Actually, online it does say that you can add brown sugar to this mix. I don't, but you can. But yeah, I just find when you buy packaged stuff, there's a lot of ingredients that you wouldn't normally add. So if there's any ingredients on here that you wouldn't add yourself, then don't use the packet. That's kind of how I follow it. So there is a little bit of a fine art of meal prep because you're balancing a lot of stuff at once. So where am I gonna start? Actually, honestly, this is a pretty easy meal prep because my breakfast is already prepped. I'm gonna cook up a couple sausages right now for the week so I don't have to in the morning. And then all we really have to do is make lunch. So pretty easy peasy. Oh, also, I picked up a latte from the Loft. I think it's called Bad Romance. So good. I feel like if you're gonna do meal prep, you absolutely need a sweet treat because otherwise, what's the point of living? I like how you're like, oh, I don't use that packet because there's sugar in it. And then I'm drinking a latte. It's about balance, okay? Okay. So generally, I try to meal prep 5 days worth. Now, some people absolutely cannot do leftover food, and that really sucks for you because I cannot imagine having to cook the amount of food that I eat every single day. If I was like a stay-at-home wife, then definitely could just cook day by day, but we ain't, so meal prep is just the simplest thing to me. Okay, what the hell? I'm just gonna open it like this. I'm gonna cut this in half and freeze half, which is actually pretty nice because this is literally 5 days worth. So then this puts me for next week too. We recently got a cast iron pan and I absolutely love it for cooking steak. It's winter obviously, and cooking on the barbecue sucks in the winter, so this has been great. I'm gonna cook the breakfast sausages on it and see how they turn out. Ew, it just dripped everywhere. That's disgusting. I think I'm gonna cover these. While this is cooking, I'm gonna move on to the shrimp and get that cooked up. So I usually buy tail off because they're cheaper. So a good hack for these is put them in your pan, don't cook them in any oil or spices or anything like that. The best thing to do when I cook shrimp at least is I just cook it and cook all that water out. I drain the water and then I quickly fry up the outside in spices and oil if you wanted type thing. So I'm just gonna dump like a ton of that in. And yeah, that should get me a few days at least. Turn that on. Maybe throw a lid onto this one too. So generally how I make my tacos is I take 3 of these, lay them out. You can put them on the pan and do like a quick fry on each side just to get them like a little hardened. It actually does taste better when you do that. And then I put in coleslaw and then a creamy cilantro lime dressing, which I'm gonna make right now. This blender hates me and it's the worst blender in history. Don't buy it. I don't know what it is. It's a Ninja. It's like this. It literally doesn't blend anything. Not even cottage cheese. So you're gonna just watch me struggle with this baby for like a good 5 to 10. Okay, so I usually do like 3 to 4 limes. It's kind of just to taste. I find that extra limes just gives it a little extra flavor, so I like using a lot. These shrimp tacos are honestly amazing. I feel like if you want a really easy recipe that has like a ton of flavor and yumminess and like doesn't taste like just meat and rice, this is such a good option. You barely have to prep anything. All you have to do is cook the shrimp and then everything else. You could even buy your own cilantro lime dressing. I just make mine at home. I can make it higher protein that way and like little things. But it's so easy to make. Everything already comes prepared. The tacos, the coleslaw, the shrimp. So it's a pretty easy, straightforward meal that actually tastes so good. Put just like a little bit of dill. I don't have any fresh dill, so I'm just gonna put like a teaspoon of dill in there. This is just some fresh cilantro. I love cilantro. It is one of my fave things to just freshen up a dish, honestly. Oh, I know the blender technically blends this, so you don't actually need to chop it, but if you have a shitty blender like me, then maybe just give her a quick chop before you throw her in. So add that to the blender. Again, there's no exact amount with this, like just do it to taste. Like if it still tastes plain, add more lime, add more cilantro. If it tastes too much, then add more cottage cheese, which that's what I'm adding, by the way. The base of this is cottage cheese. Don't even tell me I don't like cottage cheese. Have you ever blended it and have you ever made it into a sauce? This is the big boy from Costco. So again, there's no like amount. This is just how much you're gonna want to use basically. So if you've got like a little squeeze bottle that you want to fill up, I try not to do too much at one time, only because of my blender. It just doesn't blend that well. So I'm gonna fill this up just over half and see if that even blends. This is probably gonna make me plug it in because it always thinks it's dead. The question you're probably all asking is, why wouldn't you just go get another blender? Because I am a cheapskate. And as this one works, not very well, but as it works, I can't bring myself to buy another one. Every time I go to the store, I see one. And I literally just seen one on sale and I was like, oh, I should get it. And then I was like, nah, don't need it. Why am I like this? Now, okay, I actually have no idea what it's doing right now. Okay, it might be time for a new blender, guys. Because what the heck is this doing? Why is it only going for like 5 seconds? Maybe if I just hit this button enough times, it'll just blend. I think we're gonna call that good enough. There are chunks and everything in it, but I don't even care. I like cottage cheese, so I'm okay with it, but next time I will have a new blender. I'm just gonna taste test it, even though it's not the right consistency. The taste is definitely there. Woo! I make mine like super limey and cilantro-y just because I find like the spicy shrimp that I make, it just is like the perfect acidic flavor with the spice. So if it's really limey and it kind of makes you go, ooh, for a second, it's probably good. But if you don't like that much lime, just maybe do only like 2 limes instead. Or do more cottage cheese if you can fit the cottage cheese in your blender. Okay, so this is a little bit of a pain. This is the upside. Oh my gosh, I did buy tail. It didn't break. It didn't break. Apparently I did buy tail off. I thought I bought tail on, but I did not. So that kind of sucks because that means I definitely bought the more expensive shrimp, but whatever. But this is what I mean by water. If you put oil and spices, all of it's just about to be drained. Like, yes, obviously it cooks into the shrimp, but for me, I just find more flavor if I just drain this and then throw a little bit of oil in here and then crisp them up with some spices, then they're perfect. Just going to spice with some paprika, a little bit of cayenne pepper to make it spicy. Be careful, cayenne pepper is so spicy. I learned that the hard way in a chili once. A whole chili, like this big paw. I just went to town. I thought it was kind of like chili powder. It's not. It's not. And then I'm just gonna do some onion and garlic. And then I'm actually gonna go get some real minced garlic from the fridge and put some of that in there, and then a little bit of butter. And I'm just gonna let that simmer in there for just like a couple minutes. That's it. A little tiny little bit of butter. Turn that back on. And then just a little bit of minced garlic. The chicken sausages are done, so I'm gonna put those, all that into containers. And then I'm gonna get started on lunch because Nash is gonna be home soon. Okay, these look pretty dang yummy actually. All the skin is coming off. I really hope I wasn't supposed to de-skin these before I cooked them, but I don't think so. It didn't say anything about it. I don't know. So these are just nice and prepped, quick, easy snacks to grab. I feel like having a protein in your house that's just like a quick, easy grab is the best. Little shrimp friends. For someone like me who home makes a lot of their sauces, I really want to get some squeeze bottles. Like I think you can just buy like a 5-pack of squeeze bottles probably from anywhere, dollar store, Amazon, Walmart, I don't know. But for now I don't have anything, so we're just gonna put it in this container and then just scoop it out as we need it. It's a little thick because it didn't blend, but it's okay. It still tastes good. Still gonna get my protein in, so what can you do? Now we've got our sauce done for the shrimp tacos. So it's a pretty lax meal prep this week. That's honestly it. The sloppy joe stuff's already done. All you do is just put that into bun, add some cheese if you want. Made the shrimp tacos. Breakfast is already like ready to go. It's just salami on a bagel, and made chicken sausages. So I'm sorry that I didn't really give you many recipes this week. I'll try to pick another week for meal prepping when I'm actually like making a full breakfast, lunch, dinner meal prep. And then that way you guys can maybe like steal some of my recipes, because I do have a few good ones, just a few, not many, but a few. So maybe we'll do another meal prep together, but for now this was pretty good. I'm gonna make lunch now, so I'm gonna show you my shrimp tacos because they are divine. And if you take anything away from this video, I would take away the shrimp tacos because they're amazing. And you can do it with anything, salmon, chicken, you can like make any kind of taco. So this is not an essential step, but if I am home for lunch, then I will do it because it's just better. But I like to just kind of brown up, crisp up, what am I trying to say? Crisp up the taco shells, basically. So I'm gonna eat 3 of these. So this pan's not big enough. I'll have to just cook them one at a time, which is fine. Okay, so now that you've got your tacos, right after I pull them off, I fold them so that they stay in a nice taco shape. And all you do now is put on some coleslaw, shrimp, and the sauce that you made. So I usually do about 100 grams of shrimp total, and then about 100 grams of cottage cheese total. And then this you just put on as much as you like. Okay, the shrimp tacos are complete. Like, this is so much food. This has 40 grams of protein in it too, so. Okay, taste test. Wow, that's so good. These are so good. Okay, this is obviously not a part of meal prep, but Nash is gonna be home in a few minutes. So I'm just gonna make his lunch because I just made my shrimp tacos, which I'm now just gonna keep there for a few minutes until he gets home so we can eat together. All he wants today is just 2 salami sandwiches. He just likes very light mayo. I like how I'm telling you guys this, like you don't know how to make a sandwich. He likes very light mayo, a little bit of cheese, and then salami. Oh, Duke's here for the cheese tax. You want a cheese? You want a piece of cheese? Does a puppy squeeze? Okay, fine. You want a piece of cheese? Little cheese tax? Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Well, Nash should be home in a couple minutes. I've made his lunch, my lunch is done, everything is meal prep for the week. So that's really about it for now. Like I said, I'm gonna try and take you guys along on another meal prep when I'm actually prepping like a full breakfast, lunch, dinner. But some weeks you just want easy, and this is easy. So if you try anything, please let me know if it tastes good or if there's anything that you personally would add or take away from things. I'm always open to new recipes because I've been doing this bulk for a little while now, and I'm definitely running out of food to think of new things, and I'm getting tired of eating the same thing every day. So if you have any recipes, please drop them below because myself and everyone else would love to see that. So, but if you try anything, please let me know, and you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for coming along with me today doing some meal prep. I'm hoping to get another video out this week. I want to just do like a little chit chat. I put up a question box on my Instagram and got a few questions, so I want to answer those and just do like a little get ready with me girl chat. So that will probably be coming later this week. And for now, thank you, and I love you all. Have a great Wednesday.